Namaskaram. I welcome you to the third conversation in the series Back to Basics. In the first conversation with Dr. Anupama Kailash, we discussed how important the Telugu literary heritage is for Kuchipudi dancers. In the second conversation with Professor Anuradha Janalgadda, we spoke about the historicity and the evolution of Kuchipudi as an art form. For this conversation today, we have someone who has carved his own niche in the world of Kuchipudi. He's a very deserving and devoted disciple of Vempati Master. He is someone we all look up to for his choreographic sensibilities, for his analytical abilities, and for the unnervingly new perspectives he can throw on the Vempati Bani. Each time you speak to him, he gives you some new insight into Vempati style. With great pleasure, I invite Guru Jaikishore Masalikanti to join this conversation. I'll now invite him. Sir.
Namaskaram.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Oh, it's my pleasure, honor. And I'm very thankful to Lasikalpa, you, Kachayani Garu, as well as Shastri Garu for inviting me for this talk. In fact, I'm a little nervous after being the third person to speak after two great scholarly people have spoken. I think I should give a disclaimer here. I'm neither a good scholar nor good at speeches or talks, but I'm happy to share my favorite subject. Whatever I know about it, I would definitely love to share.
That's exactly why there was no, when I thought that we should discuss this, the first and only name that came to my mind was yours, because I don't think anyone has spent so many decades just constantly engaging with this style of Kuchipudi the way you do, and that experience and not just doing what you've learned, but you have your own way of looking at things, and that is what I want us to discuss with amongst a larger audience today. I'll just tell you why I want this discussion to happen, sir. So my brother used to design invites for Lastikalpa initially. So whenever I said I like this or I like that, he would say, Akka, you're an artist. You can't say I like this. You have to say why you like it. You have to tell me what is the impact you want to create on someone who looks at this design and why you're making that choice. You're not a business person creating a design, you're an artist. I feel that we all love Vempati's choreographies. We love his solo pieces. We love his dance dramas. We love dancing them. We love teaching them. We love watching them. We love them. But I'm not sure how many of us have really understood what is it about his work that makes it work. Why does it just fall into place like that without any confusion, or once you see a choreography, there's no other way you can imagine it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the way he choreographs it. So as practitioners, for even dancers of other forms don't have to understand this, other rasikas don't have to understand this, but Kuchipudi practitioners, especially we who are engaging with his style, we dance his style, modal pette tam digita, and we start his everything, Brahmanjali. We need to know what are the principles behind his patterns that make them work like that.
Yeah.
So we'll stick to Angika Abhinayam, because I know that if we talk about Vempati, we can have a whole series with you about various aspects of Vempati's huge amount of work. So for today's conversation, I think because a lot of dancers, solo dancers are independently trying to choreograph, trying to make new work, so I think these insights will really help them in rethinking the movements and patterns.
Sure.
So I'll begin with this question. When you think of Vempati, what are the things, the adjectives that come to your mind?
See, first of all, I must say, I can't say that I'm the only person who has spent so many decades analyzing his art. Many people are there. Many people are doing it. Maybe they might have not shared it as much as I have spoken it so much out. And the other thing is, I do not have the fortune of discussing with Master Garu what was his idea behind his choreography. So today, again, I want to give a disclaimer that whatever I'm going to share is my analysis, my understanding. If there is any flaws, it belongs to me. If there is any greatness, it belongs to him. Okay. So when I think of Master Garu's choreography, it is very simple. There is nothing actually. And 1 hour debate because talk because avasram and ledu. It is aesthetics and beauty beyond. That's it. If we keep this as the Moola mantra and we see everything. Right from the basics, because I don't know how the old Kuchipudi used to be. Very, very little I have exposure to. And I used to wonder, there is some kind of a difference in the energy. What is it? Once when I was watching a Natyakala conference, led done by Anuaka, Professor Dr. Anuradha Janlagadda, she gave a beautiful point. Baga exuberant ga, external ga unna energy ni internalize chesindi Master Garu. And then she gave one example of Tam Digi Digitai, which itself proved, because in the olden days, even when I started in 1982, we used to do Tam Digi Digitai with Kunchita Padam. Typical like a Edaka Kriditachari, Tam Digi Digitai. So there will be a little bounce and the energy goes. But later on, they changed it. For whatever reason, Master has changed it. And even now, when we do a Samapadam, it is not similar to Bharatanatyam's Teyate. Because I get Bharatanatyam dancers come to me and try to learn from. So when I have to teach them, I don't understand. Something is missing. Then I have to do an analysis, anatomy, right from Tam Digi Digitai. So what is it? Right from Tam Digi Digitai, we have to focus on our core. Tam, when you're hitting right leg as a Samapadam, you're lifting the left foot and point it with a clear-cut Vaishnava Sthanakam and turning the opposite wrist. So there you are making your body, your mind, without your conscious to focus on your footwork, your core as well as your hand, which we don't know. Because we all learnt it in a Gurukula Paddhati. Observe, see and then replicate them. See them and dance. So each and every step. Then I don't know about Kuchipudi Adugusam. I know there are Palgudu Varsalu, there are other Varsalu, Katarnat, Adugulu, Mandakupulu, all those things are there. But when it comes to Master Garu's kind of syllabus, I feel those first half steps are all like alphabets, but not all the alphabets. Mark this, we'll go into that later. Same way, second half steps are all like words, grouping them. Without making the dancer to understand that he or she is trying to combine few steps. Maybe Teita, Kitta, Takka, Taddinta, Katto. Once when I saw Master Garu showing a Teita, Kittaka, Re, Chayakarbata, Teita, Diskullu, that's when I observed the forearm alone is moving out. The arm doesn't go, the body doesn't go, and then the line is going so neat and coming back. It did not occur me then, but when I had to teach students, thanks to all those foreign students, ABCDs, American born, confused Desis, I'm sorry girls, and all Indian students who are not so familiar with dance forms. So when we say open the arm, without knowing we move our arm as well as forearm, and shoulder. The elbows come down, you know, all these things. So when I saw that neatness, perfection and the precision that we were insisted upon in the academy's training, what was that? Ante maaku teliyakundane implicitly kucho elbow adugo moche kinda padutundi, moche kinda padakudu, and then not sausram alaga. So but there were no technical analytical teaching because it was not necessary. ఎందుకంటే రోజు చూస్తూనే ఉన్నాం, తెలుస్తూనే ఉంది, బాగా డాన్స్ చేస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది, బాగా చేయకపోతే ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది. అంతకంటే కూడా బాగా చేస్తే పర్వాలేదు, బాగా చేయకపోతే సింహం మీద పడుతుంది. అంటే గురువు గారు ఉండేటప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా we will get our RMD. I'm sorry, I may use a little bit of Telugu here and there. I'm sorry about those audience who are not much familiar with Telugu.
That's okay. We have to use it. Yes.
So that is how then I understood, okay, this is the reason. So when I started teaching them, until the steps and second half steps, I will like make them, I'll show them and ask them to do and everything. And when it comes to jatis, I recently, lately, just 3-4 years ago, I tried on 8-year-old kids in US to teach them first half, first jati without getting up. I told them, how do you hold your Natyarambam? How do you sit? How do we do fourth step backwards? If you try to do that, forward within Aramandi. And how do you put the leg for Todimi? So you make them to construct it. Therefore, what will happen? They will start analyzing it. The first step to enjoy Maskar's choreography is to understand,
To analyze,
and then enjoy the aesthetics. Aesthetics of your application of the body into the movement. Because for me, his choreography, each of them are a different kind of a poetry. How he constructed it, how much it is needed. Of course, today I think I can see a lot of students with so much of body toned up, and then when they say talangutum, takatadikinatum, ante bend kavali aramandi annadi cheppichevaadu avantha undedi gaani overdoing was never there. Master Garu used to say this in many aspects, many a times. Adi, unfortunately nowadays some kids or some schools got that. Maybe to say that, okay, we need to get the perfection in the basics so that when you come to advanced lessons, it will be much more better. Maybe, I don't know. Yes, we all learn steps and jatis basics very raw. When it comes to the items, we have to undo what we have learned in these steps and jatis and redo that with agility and aesthetics in your advanced lessons.
Lovely.
So after when we finish the first half jatis, yeah, most of the first half jatis were like traditional jatis, Tamurtonga, Dikitaka, Tonga, Tontonga, ilantivi konni unna kuda. When I saw his second half jatis, which were completely formulated by Vempati Master Garu, I believe with the help of one Sri Mutteswarao Garu undevaru, ఆయన బంధువు మృదంగిస్టు, ఆయనతో కూర్చొని పంచజాతులు కూడా అలవాటవ్వాలి. The student must know all the other 4 gatis other than the Chaturasram. So he designed the Trisram jatis. And if you see, none of the jati has a foreign or a new movement.
Yes.
You can go through that. There may be, unless until in Tom, Takkita. But when we were saying the hastas and Nritta hastas, we do say those hastas and Nritta hastas. Right. So some of them may be little bit different, but again it will be somewhere connected to the basics that you have learned.
Yes.
But one thing is the basic needs, like keeping your aramandi, keeping your arms, elbows and up, keeping your body toned up, and then understanding your body, which is what not explicitly taught. You have to understand the body. You will get that understanding without your own consciousness when you are finishing your steps, if you practice it well and do it well.
Properly.
Right. So I myself have seen when I teach tak, people think when I jump, I have to take the arms out. When I do todimi, I have to take the hand up. No. So there are certain movements in Master Garu's choreography that we feel like, oh my God, it's a hard, complex movement. But if you see, it won't be so complex. There are certain movements which looks very simple, but it is actually my pranam bodham.
Very difficult. Very difficult.
Like for example, when you take a tat, jam, it's nothing, just an arm movement, but but ఇదే మనం ఒక ఊరు జుత్త తయారు చేస్తూ ఆనందట ఆ ఎస్ వచ్చే లోపల మనం ప్రాణం పోతుంది. వేర్ టు మూవ్ ద హిప్, వేర్ టు మూవ్ ద ఫుట్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో దీస్ అనాలిసిస్ ఫర్ యూ టు ఈవెన్ రియలైజ్ అండ్ అండర్స్టాండ్ యువర్ బేసిక్స్ హ్యాస్ టు బి స్ట్రాంగ్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వీ గాట్ in academy, because 6 days a week,
back then
4 hours a day class, whether you dance 3 steps, you better sit there for 4 hours and keep watching. So that helped us. But still, when I was in academy, I'm just talking from my perspective, when I was in the academy, I never understood it. I followed it just like a guddeddu cheruvula baddatte,
blindly, just doing it,
blind, follow, do it. But something is there. Okay, Ravanya is dancing it so beautifully, or Bajania is doing it something beautifully, or Manjoka is doing something beautifully. See, that is another beauty in Master Garu's training system is, The core is quite same. The signature is there. They are Vempati student. But
Exactly.
each one has
Exactly.
their own style. Each one has their own
Yes.
way of executing it. So that itself shows that you need not imitate. Once when you understand the movement and when you try to speak through the movement with the help of your body and the mind and soul, the style automatically evolves out of you. You don't have to particularly try for some style.
Yes.
So a basics training, this is how it has to go. And once when people start come to Jatis, it is tough for them to analyze. They will just blindly follow it. But at least once when you come to the items, and when you look back and how it is
Go back.
reflecting into the items, whatever the Jatis that you have learned, that's when you will understand, okay, this is how he has woven it. Okay, these are the sentences. Now we are going to learn the paragraphs.
Yes.
That understanding slowly it will open. Okay, even then for people like me, it didn't open until I learned 30 items and I came out of the academy and when I started teaching students. And I would used to wonder, why is this girl not getting Tam Didite properly? Definitely Tam Didite is not a basic step for us to teach anyone. Today, everyone says it's the most complicated one.
Most difficult step.
But the thing is, we need to instill certain things before going into Tam Didite to the student.
Yes. Do you do that, sir, now? Do you do that?
Definitely.
Do you teach them other things before you start
Not
with?
necessary. What I say is, divide it, break it into pieces. I'm a little old style fellow. I don't want to change anything. So what I say is, anyway, you learn first of all, Tam Diditaya Radu. Whatever the Tam Diditaya that you wanted perfectly, Ade Ravadam Kashtam first. Okay, then compromise aithe, you have to say, okay, first you just do 2 jumps. Sit in Aramandi, don't shake your body. Then just stretch one leg and move on. Maybe this putting the leg on top of the other knee may be a little tough. I'll tell them, how do you sit in a chair with the leg up? Think
exactly.
that,
Yes.
bring that.
Yes.
No, you are feeling. So one leg posture, balance, these issues may turn up. Then according to their body, we have to analyze. See, the thing is, first we have to understand how the step is, analysis of the step, and then how to put it into the different bodies, analyze their body. So it may be a little tough. People are adapting new ways, like omitting those Tam Didites. Anyway, that's a different subject. So coming back to our steps and then the aesthetics. So these are the basic points that we have to keep in the mind. So once when you come to the items, and when I started thinking about them, that's when I got mind blown. Because if you see the basic items like Puja, Brahmanjali, Purvarangam, Jatiswaram, Swarajati, of course, Vasanta Swarajati, it has its own, a little more history, I'll tell later. Tillana, or Ramayana Shabdam, or Kulvaitva Daru, or Brindavanali Utukar Kirtanam, or Dashavtaral Shabdam. These 10 items, these are the items that we were taught before going into the intermediate items. Actually speaking, to speak about aesthetics, each item has a different kind of an approach. So
energy.
Yeah.
It's
completely different energy, different dimension, different perspective. You may feel one thing, I may feel other thing. So I thought, okay, we'll pick very few items today. We'll do an anatomy so that we can understand. If you see Brahmanjali, the first piece where the student is being introduced to the Shloka Abhinaya. ఒక శ్లోకానికి అభినయం ఎలా చేయాలి అండ్ నాట్ విత్ మచ్ ఆఫ్ మీనింగ్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్, జస్ట్ భక్తి ఉంటే చాలు, ఒక స్మైల్ ఉంటే చాలు. సో since we saw the dance for 6 days a week with the different dancers, every day we saw Brahmanjali. Maybe I would have seen twice a day Brahmanjali for 20 years. Imagine that I would have seen more than 7,500 times. I would have danced it more than 5,000 times. But still, for a person, when we are teaching it, we have to evaluate in the present day trend. We may have to make them to understand what it is. And the shlokam, very little shlokam. And then the jati, if you see dhi, ginang, utakata, hattakitataka, very similar to any jatis that the student have done in their first half jatis or the second half jatis.
Yes.
And if you see, the jatis are all not so complicated, hardly 4 avartanams or max is 6 avartanams. So that is the reason I teach them like line by line 1, line 2, line 3, finishing. So make them to understand. understand there is an infrastructure,
Format.
there is a design.
Structure.
Yeah.
Structure.
So how are the dhiginangu taka hata kitaka dhittalangu tom. You know teita kitaka tadindakato ta tajam. So second line and the second line, third line, and then the fourth line. That's it. Then another shloka. So the student will get understand, okay, oka shlokam, oka slokam jati. No, two slokams. Guru Brahma, Sabhakalpatarubhati, and a jati. And when you come to the Brahmanjali song, what is there? No foreign movement. Yeah, Divyanjali Lasya, you have to walk a little. Fine. Khelanalolaku takadimi. So you have to teach the students nothing but the meaning of the song and how to bring the continuity. That's all. And akkade Master Garu, he showed his prowess. If you see the beauty, Shubhamu Sahitya Parlaku Dittangadagada Daditangada. Shubhamu Sangita Udraku Dittangadagada Daditangada. Muda then just Shubhamu Nachan Dittangadagada. So if you see, one right side of a starting and the left side starting of the movement is over. The third one, something very similar with the same Alapat Mahastas, yet a little different. Dinta, bringing it to finishing. So that itself is giving you how he is thinking. If there is one right side, one left, and then when there is a center. So it's a piece like
one
a garland.
There's a center.
Right? Rendu side lu danda vachi daniki kinda oka gutti velattunnatuga. And Shubhamu Sarva Janaliki, he did not go much elaborate. So each and every line goes 2 times or 3 times max. That's it. The item is over. So with this, you made the student to feel that they have danced for 10 minutes continuously.
Yes.
So when you go to the second piece, Jatiswara, nowhere again, no something very new or very odd. No. Everything what you have learnt in your Jatis, but weaving them beautifully.
Yes.
You know, but
a different permutation and combination of the same things that you know already.
So the student
will way beats. Yes.
Yeah. So the student will understand how we can change a different patterns and that will become a string.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And the teachers here should see the beauty of the Jatiswaram. Ante, I don't know whether he had this in his mind that these are all basic items, so I need to introduce it. Or did it just evolved? Because I feel that he is an incarnation. Okay, it's my personal opinion. Yeah. So for these people, ante Tyagarajuki, his emotions came like Asu. ఆయన ఏడిస్తే కీర్తన అయింది, సంతోషిస్తే కృతి అయింది, వైరాగ్యం వస్తేనే కృతి అయింది. సో అట్లాగా మాస్టర్ గారు ఫీల్ టువర్డ్స్ మేకింగ్ ద స్టూడెంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ అండ్ డూ ద డాన్స్ has come out like a gem, each piece. So when you see the Jatiswaram, he made you to do only second Jati, Ditta, Dinta as your introductory Jati. And then the Pallavi, he divided into 3 segments. Each segment has two phases. Each one, the first 2 doesn't have a Tirmanam or Muktaita, Tajam Petaledu. Oka Medatippadam, Venakki Veldam, you have the first half Jati, fourth Jati entry step, go back. Second, third and fourth ki oka lekka bittaru ante oka chinna pattern, he gave a small combination, okay, and that too whatever you know tadiginatom, instead of tadiginatom he gave a tadiginatom and a neck movement, and doing a little bit of half of the timing, and then a tirmanam, and then takatemi takajanu takida takita tajam, and then again go back. And then the 5th one and 6th one are having a different kind of a tirmanam. Pallavi is over. And he again introduced one more Jati. There, again you get a first half Jati. So he's slowly introducing the student into the main flow. Then you get Jamtarum Takinata Arijamtata, just very similar to your Sankirnam, step takka dimmi takka takita, yet it will be in Chaturasram. These are the points we teacher has to make sure the student to understand that same ta, di, ta, tajam has become ta, di, ta, tajam, ta, di, ta, tajam. So 9 becomes 8 here. How?
Where is that one we are removing for it to become 8?
He has given us the product. You just opened. He has given you a box. You just have to untie it, open it to understand it more clearly. And then Andulo again there are not much of new movements, yet there are certain small things that you can. I'm not going too detailed because again we'll speak about
Yes.
Jatiswaram for half an hour. So after this he gave a different new jati. Tadhitta ritta dhana tadhitta dhanangatam dargadam. And then he came to the end. Recently I understood that, I realized or I came to know from Bhagavatul Sitaram Sharma Garu that Bokka Kumaraswamy Garu wrote the Jatiswaram only, the last one, sa sa ni bada pa, that is the last one. Sa di di sa ni bada da ba ma pa is not part of the Jatiswaram at all.
Yes.
And why did Master Garu added that? Why did he took that poetic license to bring in the crescendo, to bring in a finishing,
The high,
a high,
the high towards
exactly.
the end.
You know, and very interestingly, the way he dealt the tirmanam, matri sari sani sa sari sani sari sa sa tadhitta kadinatanga dhitta kadinatanga takadinatanga taddinganatam is the number, but the way the movement was done was very different. And if you see why, and if you question why, it is he did not give the importance to the calculation, whereas to the comfort of the dancer who is hardly learning hers or his second item.
Second item.
Tadhitta kadinatanga dhitta kadinatanga takadinatanga taddinganatam might be a little bit complicated. So he did tadhitta kadinatanga dhitta kadinatanga takadinatanga. So the tang has become a hooking point for the
Connecting point for the both
students
for both
to finish the theory.
Yes.
I don't see that as a flaw. It is a very intelligent point, I say. I don't know, was he thinking about, because if I become a student who is learning a Jatiswaram, I'm very comfortable with this.
Yes, yes.
And even if you see that the last finale part that he added, sa ni ri sa ni ba da da ba ma pa ma ri ma pa, he did not replicate that no. Tarigida tagadinda tajam, tarigida tagadinda ta, mari ma ba ni sa ri sa ni sa da, tarigida tagadinda tangida tagadinda tagadinda. So he made the student come closer to the art form, very naturally. దీని తర్వాత వచ్చే ఐటమ్స్ లో స్లోగా each and every item you name the item,
complication increases.
Without, it is not even complication,
Overwhelming.
Without getting overwhelmed, one by one you are climbing the steps without knowing that you are climbing the steps, the knees are hurting or nothing. No.
Yeah.
So if you see the nritta pieces like a Jatiswaram, basic nritta pieces like a Jatiswaram, and the way he constructed a Tillana, you know, in fact, actually at this Jatiswaram point, I would like to mention one thing also. Of course, this is nothing connected to any Angika Abhinayam. But how I feel why Master was an incarnation and everything flows into him is, lot of people have made fun of me and my style whenever we do Jatiswaram. Why, eduk in the Vandrakalam, in Tamil they say, why this 1.5 speed? Because we do da pa ma pa da ni sa ni pa da pa ma pa. So I used to wonder why. Because I am damn sure that this genius wouldn't have done anything wrong. Okay, Kalidas చెప్తాడు మహాపురుషులు తప్పు చేస్తే అది కూడా ఫార్ములా అవుతుంది కదా. Something must be there. And I got to read an article about Alathur brothers and the way they used to teach the Varnams, where first Aravartam you have to go in Chaturasra Madhyama Kalam, the next Aravartam you have to go in Trisra Madhyama Kalam. So when you do Trisra Madhyama Kalam, like that, if you do 6 cycles or 3 cycles, you'll get samam to samam.
It'll match up. Yes.
This particular thing, me and my friend Adit Narayan, once we were discussing something and we found this. And we were trying out some other Varnams. Suddenly it struck me. Maybe Jatiswaram is also like this. I'll give you an explanation for that as well. Why? Because in the second speed, the first line is repeated thrice. Second, third, fourth line repeated only once. Jam tarum takinatari jam tarita jam tarum takinatari jam tarita jam tarum takinatari jam tarita jam tarita dana janu tata kundarita jam tarita dana dajan takundarita jam. So totally you got 6 hours.
6.
Right?
6.
If at all you're doing jam tarum takinatari jam tar, okay, ఒత్తకల వేసుకుందాం. జం తరుం తకిన్న. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్పీడ్ యూ డూ and do jam tarum takinna tarijam tarita jam tarum takinna tarijam tarita jam tarum takinna tarijam tarita tajam tarita tanajanu tatakun tarita tajam tarita dana tajanu tatakun tarita tarijam dana tatadigena tampa arijaye
Flows.
So he must have thought about this Trisragati. Why should that be first line thrice, rest of the line only once? And the beauty of the Jatiswaram is, if you observe, jam ta is 3, da pa ma pa da is 3, all 3 matras. So there is a divine connection.
There is something, yes.
Right? So anyway, this is the thing that I want to say to everyone. Don't think that, okay, Kuchipudi has this 1.5 speed, second speed, third speed, nonsense. Even if you see the traditional Madana Daru, how beautifully the first column, second column and third column we go in a Madana Daru is amazing. We have to understand. Unless until you do not understand, you don't have the rights to go and present it and then talk or defend about it.
Yes,
because
yes.
For some reason,
or be apologetic about it.
Yeah,
or be apologetic
exactly.
and say, it is because it's traditional. It is traditional, so we do it.
Yeah.
I know.
Whatever we don't understand, it's traditional.
Yes,
మన అకౌంట్ లో రాందంటే వెంకటరమణ అకౌంట్ లో వేసేయడమే. గోవిందా. సో దట్ ఈస్ రాంగ్. యు ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్, అనలైజ్ దట్. ఎందుకంటే పెద్దవాళ్ళు ఉత్తిని ఏదో
సింప్లీ డన్ సంథింగ్ అదే
రైట్. So anyway, so this is a point that I always, every time I make it, because every time I talk about it, I get goosebumps. Master Gar, something flow out of him. He was a personification and epitome of divinity that Lord Nataraja has blessed upon us. You know, ఆయన దగ్గర నుంచి వచ్చిందంటే అందులో ఏదో ఉంటుంది విషయం మనకి.
తప్పకుండా అది.
No, definitely. So same way, if you see his Tillanas handling, the second thing is Hindolan Tillana. If you take very neatly, that Pallavi has very small muktai. He did not put so much of calculations. Not that man doesn't know calculation. I will tell you what all the complicated points that he brought in.
Calculations he can have.
Exactly. Yes. So he made simple muktais, or in Tamil we say korves. He came to Anupallavi, and then beautifully he got the Jatulu, giving a slow speed and the fast speed, and then the same Jatula Tirmanam. See, when you do Khandam, you do Khanda Tirmanam and then finish it into the 32 Matra cycle of Aditalam is something great. But what he did is, he did it simply. Why simply? Because we are in that level. We are still in the basic level to do the Tillana.
Yes.
And he was a man who respected the aesthetics of the music, literature, rhythm
and movement. Then add movement to that, rather than overtake it or dominate it.
It is a dance. It is not one person's element to show their prowess. No.
Prowess, yes.
So ఇప్పుడు మాస్టర్ గారు, when he is the choreographer, he has choreographed an item also. Because it is his item and he is in the Natrangam, he doesn't do all sorts of things, which I do actually. That is a bad quality of me. It's not to show myself, but with an enjoyment or enthusiasm I show.
You get excited, yes.
So it is, on the whole, it is a piece. So that aesthetics we have to understand. So when you see the Tillana, Trisragati, you have Kindakalam, slow pace of Trisram of number 5, and then 8 times of the fast Trisram, and then a Tirmanam, leaving 1 or 2 matras that is going to be extra. So a simple math. By seeing Hindolam Tillana, I understood what would be a Muktai, how to do a calculation. It's a simple math. Twice of an Aditalam is 64 matras. And he is doing 5 slow Thakitas, that will be 60 matras. Again, 8 fast Thakitas, that is 24. And then this 60 plus that 24 is going to be 84. And then he gives Tatragadam, 3 Tatragadams is 9. That is 95. You know, then what is the rest is? That 1 matra he gave it as a pause. So if you see the numbers, and it goes very simple. you know.
Yes.
So that we have to understand, where is he giving the pause,
What
how did
is
he
done?
did,
How?
how simple. Just only thing is we have to spend a little time. Definitely
Time on
one
it.
should know a little bit of music, a little bit of talam,
Rhythm.
and then see. And then you see the movements, what kind of the movements he gave. For Takita, he gave one different hand. For Takatakita, he gave another different hand. For Takatami Takita, here. Just to give an identity, no ambitious movements. And then he finishes. Everyone questions me, why is that the entry walk and the exit walk are in a different pace? Yes, unfortunately, we cannot change the pace of the song. Okay. ఇప్పుడు కొలువైతివా రంగశాయి హాయి దిత్త దీంత దీంత. If you come in this space, when are you going to go to the center of the stage and the entry step and the exit step is for the enter and to exit. It doesn't have anything to do with the song. Because I myself have recorded audios with the same tempo, because we are doing it with the click and all those nonsense. But I myself will say that is wrong. Do it in that different tempo, not a big deal. Many people say,
why be so holding on to some mathematical calculation and ruin
and then
the
theory. This
flow
so-called
of it.
theory is for you to get enlightened, what to do, what not to do. And in that what not to do is, do not do too much of clinging to the theory. Understand the theory, go by the flow.
Yes.
Everyone questions.
He always used to say this. He always used to say, "Rakti is pradhanamu. Rakti pradhanamu." And I heard, Rakti is the most important
Why?
thing.
Even the musical genius Bhanumali garu annaru, Karnataka Sangeetam ante Karnataka puttindi, Karnatic ani Karnataka ani kaadu, Karneshu ata Sangeetam. చెవుకి ఇంపుగా ఉంటే అది సంగీతం. సరిగమ పని పాడావా, తోడి పాడావా, దాన్ని లాగావా, పీకావా, దాన్ని పోసావా, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ద పాయింట్. Same way in Master Garu's choreography, what I saw is, it should be giving you that particular joy. That's it.
Joy, that energy. You pick up on that energy as soon as the dancer enters the stage. You know, it doesn't come slow. It doesn't build slowly. From the Tirmanam, when the dancer enters, that energy constantly carries on throughout. It may change, but it carries on until the dancer exits, and then it's something completely else for the next piece. You know. It changes like that.
True. See, the other thing is, many people get confused with formula and tradition. First of all, I read an interview by Master Garu. The interviewer was Vivekaran Garu, done in 80s sometime, where he said, Shastram is fixed. Tradition is not fixed. Tradition will evolve.
Please, thank you for saying that. Yes.
And he always said, tradition should not be a bubble that will restrict you. Put your feet well rooted into the tradition, grow.
Yes.
See, ఆ రోజుల్లో కళ్ళాపు చల్లి, ఆ తర్వాత ఇదంతా నేలంతా చదును చేసుకుని, ఆ తర్వాత కాగళ్ళు పెట్టి, ఆ తర్వాత ధూపం వేసి ఎందుకు చేశారంటే ఏదో గ్రాస్ యాపరో ఈగో తొమ్మిదో ఏదో ఒకటి వచ్చి పుట్టకుండా మనం ప్రోగ్రామ్ సాగాలి. ఇవాళ యూ గో టు కెనడీ సెంటర్ అండ్ మ్యూజిక్ అకాడమీ అండ్ దెన్ సే ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు చల్ఫై. What nonsense is that?
Seriously, I know.
No, of course I am against of saying that I do a choreography, but it is not a choreography without a light and without a design, without a prop. No, then it is not a choreography, because I have enjoyed Master Garu's rehearsals of Srinivasa Kalyanam or Bhama Pravesham
as much
as the actual performance. Whether there is light, whether there is prop, whether there is costume, whether there is no costume, nothing.
As sometimes long as the even music, whether there is. Yes.
As long as
sometimes even just doing it. Yes.
Music and dance is there, is enough.
It's enough, yes.
Right. So why? Because how those two are helping each other, and then the beauty is coming out there. That is what is the main point. And if you see the musicality in Master Garu's choreography, again talking about Nritta. Tadim dim tanad dirana dim tadim dritilana tana tana dritilana tilana. There are 4 parts. You take any muktai. Tadim dim tanad dirana dim tadim tadim dim ta. There is that a little bit of oka naika oka pallu. Aren't you getting it?
Yes.
So how to put the calculations as if they are meant for that song. Okay, forget about Tillana. Take any kirtana. Okay, ఒక బృందావన నిలయవే ఉంది. I once heard Master Gar, because when Vempati Ravishankar was choreographing Natana Madinaar on me and I was doing it something, Master Gar came and he saw, లేడీకి లేచిందే పరుగు అన్నట్టుగా ఉండకూడదురా, ఒక గ్రాడ్యువల్ గా పోవాలా. అండ్ he gave the example, కొలువైతే రంగసాయి ఎలా ఉంది, how is కొలువైతే రంగసాయి, you did the jati and then you did కొలువైతే రంగసాయి, you just show who, about whom are you talking, and then కొలువైతే you, that Lord Vishnu, కొలువైతే I bow to you, then you come to padartham కొలువైతే రంగసాయి hai, and there also not much of movements, one takadimi to the right, one takadimi to the left, and takita tete tete. A typical signature takadimi that we see master takadimi takajanu takita nangita tete tete. Some mridangis have made fun, oh meeki denikante inkoti teliyada ani cheppanani, దీనికంటే వేరే ఏది కూడా ఆ పాటకి అవసరం లేదు. No, imagine Master Gar can do ఒక తకతకిట, ఒక ఖండం మిశ్రం, కొలువైతే రంగసాయి, రంగసాయి కస్తే తెచ్చే పోతాడు అక్కడ. That Ranganatha will either run away or do, but why the heck is that calculation there? So people think as if he didn't know. No, he knew. He knew the truth. He knew the core. That is the reason he gave that.
Because he knew what that will do to the line, he chose not to do it. He chose to do this.
He didn't try to show the prowess of the movements that he knows. No. And when it comes to the Sirimadi Lopuchi, Tarachiragamurepi, even in that item, if you see, when you takatadinku tom tattum, a simple tattai hitta, how it is matching takatadinku tom tattum. You can do anything because the tadinku is coming, so I'm going to jump and jump. Nowadays it's a leaps and jumps and sitting and stretching the body is a trend, you know. So,
and turning and twisting and 100 other things.
And last in a split, show the Mahavishnu. It happens. Somebody asked me, why can't I do a split in Ashtapadi? I said, okay, fine. I didn't know that in Ashtapadi that they have to split. And what would have happened to Krishna and Radha if they would have thought about the splitting and all, yogasanas. You know? So, he didn't do all those things. And the jati, how beautifully he raised that crescendo or raised that high and took it to the next level. And Sirimadilo Puchi Tarachiragamurepi. And then how and all that Siri could be there. People are here, another point is they forget that the nritta was constructed according to the mood of the song. So the nritta should not overshadow the mood.
Overtake.
And adi marchipoyi Sirimadi lo Puchi Taita Kitataka. Which series Madi will Puchify if at all you're going to do Taita Kitataka like that? I don't understand.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Exactly. Am I right?
Yes.
So Chirunavu Virajachu levo. Yeah, boy, where are those jasmine-like smiles that can provoke and then awaken the love in the, like a lotus that blooms in the heart of Lakshmi? Where is the poetry?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Where is it?
The man, the personification of the divinity has given you a beautiful choreography. Only thing is you have to use a little bit of brain
Understand.
and heart along with your body. We forget these two. We dance it with this body.
That's a quote. I hope everyone is listening. Use the mind and a little bit of heart to move, to understand the dance, not just the body. Yes, absolutely.
So even in Vrindavana Nilaye, how he started, very slowly he took Vrindavana Nilaye Radhe. You don't have to overdo the Radha. You know, because I remember how Master used to be very particular about subtlety and dignity. One of my friend, Sanjay Shri Atmakuri, she was a wonderful dancer and she used to do Bhama in Parijatam and she told me this, I never saw. At one performance somewhere, I don't know whether, I think it's Parijatam only, she did Bhama and in the tiff, she did a little something of her own. And Master called her and said, కొళాయి గొట్టం దగ్గర బిందులతో దెబ్బలాడుకునే లాంటి క్యారెక్టర్ కాదు భామ. That's all he said, I believe. Immediately she felt so much, and yet then she
So
changed
bad.
and then she told me ఇలా అయింది కిషోర్ అని చెప్పి. ఇప్పటికీ she shares that in her interview. So his point itself is subtlety. The best example is Palukutena Thalli. No one can do it so dignified. Maybe movements, maybe Satvika Abhinayam. Anyway, since you said let us talk about Angika Abhinayam, let us not go there. But unfortunately, at this platform, I would like to say, I hear some people say that, oh, in Govardhan Giridhari, Master came and showed these Nayikas undressing. How can he do that? Because he's a male choreographer, might have done that. Excuse me, in Bhagavatam, whatever they said, he has choreographed it. You have a sculpture where a nude Gopika is standing in front of Krishna doing namaskaram.
You don't have a problem with it.
Explain the Jivatma Paramatma Tattvam, saying that I have nothing to hide from you, oh the Lord, the Creator. That is what he choreographed it in here. Just because you are doing an undressing, you cannot go inside the side screen and do and then come back. Then the audience will not even know what you did inside the curtain. So please understand, do not talk nonsense about an incarnation. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. Why do see, I don't know much about tradition. My wife Padmani, she did her MA and she used to come and tell me many things, and one particular thing that she told me has touched my heart. I believe they call pre-Siddhendra Yogi era, Siddhendra Yogi era, Kalapas era, and Venkata era.
Yes.
What bhagyam should we have done to live in the same period where this Abhinava Siddhendra Yogi has lived in? When it comes to his contributions, there is so much. Some say, so his style is filmy. Some say just because you say something.
Filmy.
Yeah.
It's filmy, sir. It's filmy. It's Bharatanatyam. It has no soul of Kuchipudi. It has, it's a mixture. They say it's a mixture. You know, these are such statements that people just pass off without, even thinking about what he's done.
All those who wants to have this disciple of Vempati Chinnasatyam, the tag even in their biodata would say this. They say this, but again they need this tag.
They want the tag.
Exactly. Anyway, let's not go into that. But yeah, so
yes.
His movement has that dignity and agility. If you understand, the first thing is we have to understand what our body, what can we do, and how the movement related to our body, and how can we show the movement. Simple steps. Yes. Even if someday we had a debate, Ravi Shankar Vempati used to be very quite, he used to provoke us. Like, how do you think you have to do this? Because we learned it very blind, right? Okay, to dim, mita. So one day he asked me, when we do to dim, the mundar pese to dim, he asked, are you stretching the leg or folding the leg? Everyone said we are stretching the arm, so we have to stretch the leg. I thought about that. I was not so analytical in those days, but I said, I think it's a bend anaya. He said, why? I said, see, when you make a Suchi Padam, obviously a natural bend is there in the knee. Whereas when you stretch the leg completely, it is not a Suchi Padam completely. And then to lock the knee in that pace, locking the knee is not possible.
Not possible.
It is possible if you purposely do it over Rakshasana, then Rakshasulaga dance dance, but with the agility and then the beauty, it is not possible. He said, that's true. You are not supposed to do that. Think about the movement like that. Those kind of instructions has helped me to think about every step. We don't understand. If we get one particular step in Marakatam, Koti sound, if you ask, people just lift the leg up and then what is after that? What nonsense is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chaturasra Gatiki 4 matras undi. If you say it in the highest speed, it has 8 matras. Then tell me what is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the step for the 3, 4? That is when I say there is no unnecessary step, unnecessary movement, unnecessary glance, or unnecessary pause in
footwork.
That legends choreography.
Yes.
You understand it. And you made a point the other day in our phone call saying that why is that we don't have many steps that are there in the items in our basics. Because I feel Master Garu has spoken through dance about what he feels about the piece and how he wants to tell the audience whatever he visualized in the dance. Right? As I said now, this step, whatever this takka, dimmi, takka, jani, you just.
Adi one steps lo raadu.
One steps lo raadu, you don't get it. But when he thought about a chariot, Manmadha is going in this chariot that is being drawn by this parrot, he felt the chariot movement and he wanted that movement to convey through the Angika Abhinayam that he is thinking. He conceived this step. It came out. Right? Again, if you see Teita Kitta Taka, the same Teita Kitta Taka, do half beat Teita Kit. So Teita Kitta Taka. You just compare it. See, the cow Kamadhenu will give you whatever the milk you want. Whether that milk is thick, you want to add water, whether you want to boil it, whether you want to make a curd out of it, whether you want to take the buttermilk, whether you want to drink it or pour it on somebody else's head with whom you are upset about, that's your choice.
Yes.
So the Kamadhenu has given you the essence. You understand it. You have buddhi, bhaga, and you have the basics, the strong foundation that he has given you. So we have to think about it. And in his choreographies, new movements have arrived like this. This is how I really wonder. So much of Angika Abhinayam, so vast, yet everything has. If you see in Marakatha, takadikatom takatom takad or karataladara murali navanita. In his choreographies, Nritta also speaks, emotes, and touches the heart. Various times many times I have seen, wow, why is this happening here?
Yes.
Of course, in traditional Kuchipudi we have doing the song part of the song. You know, if you take a Rukmini Pravesha Daru, and first for 5 repetitions he made the Padardham, Taruni Rukmini Vachanamma, Hari Manohari Vachanamma. And later on, the 2 segments, if you see, Taruni Rukmini Vachanamma. Here is Rukmini.
And that choice of hands, sir, that is what struck me when I first saw it. He could have used any hands for it, you know. But that particular one, the way it is done, it has grace, but it has regal, something regal about it. It is not just a beautiful girl. It's not just Gopi.
No.
There is the way, something regal and elegant. And,
see, that's what I say.
You know.
He thought about the music, lyrics, and what is needed. And then how beautifully he has given the importance to the pause. Taruni Rukmini Vachanamma Hari Manohari. Actually, he is giving a Yeduru, Usi, offbeat. Tattitta. Tattitta, takkadim. Tattitta. Tattitta, takkadim. So, implicitly he is teaching you the playing with the calculations very subtly, without overshadowing the bhava, and also there is not much of hands, just a taruneru, more of a girlish movement.
Yes.
He couldn't have taruneru, he didn't.
I know. He could have done anything.
So the Takita, what is that? What made him? If you see the movement, cut down the audio, just see the video of a nice and a good dancer. Okay, not anybody dances. Today, when we see YouTube, I don't mind watching Conjuring movie rather than YouTube videos of Kuchipudi. So I'm sorry, I'm not blaming everyone. I'm not generalizing it. But
I know.
We all have a responsibility to grow up there. Because we have a vast repertoire. We have so much of information to understand. It's just like the Hinduism, you know, like there is so much. Sanatana Dharma is so deep, we don't understand. Panchali, yes, Draupadi married 5 people, so how is she Pativrata? Oh, Murkha. You go to the actual story, what was the boon that was given to Draupadi? Just like that, Kuchipudi is so vast. You have so Kalapas, you have Yakshaganas, you have solo pieces, contributions of so many people, and then this legend has given us information like how Bharadwaja went and tried to study the whole Veda Trayam. He tried to study it twice, I believe, and third time he asked Indra, I need more Ayush. Indra said, okay, you do one thing, you see the Vedas in the material form. And you see how much you have studied. Bharadwaja was Ekasantagrahi. Once he reads it, he'll understand. Still, he went around the Vedas and then he came with handful. I said, after 3 lifetimes, I read this much. Then to study the 3 hills, heaps of Vedas, how much of time he needs? So much of amount of information and beauty
work has
he
been
has
done.
given. So we need to work just to spend our heart, mind and heart. It's an equation, A plus B whole square laga. Mind and heart along with the body will give you a soul stirring dance. That's it. That's the simple formula.
That's wonderful, sir. Sir, because of this is Insta, we have to cut
I know, that's
the
the
video
reason I paused
because
it here.
I save it. Thank you so much. Perfect timing, just like true Venpati.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll come back. Please rejoin everyone. We'll come back to discuss flow patterns, jatis, choreographies, so many things more. Okay, just please come back right away.